today, 1st of March, and just look at this weather. So all you weather warriors, put down those apps and start to follow my channel, because I will show you what the weather is exactly like every day. Good morning and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, take a moment to check out some of my other content. Well, if you haven't guessed already, we are down in Patong, and today we are going to be taking a very scenic walk along the coastline. And this road is called Patong / Kamala Road, and if you haven't guessed by the name, it is the road that joins Patong to Kamala. Now of course I'm not going to be walking all the way along the road because it is quite a long road from Patong to Kamala, and it would be a very long video and I would be extremely knackered, to say the least. But what we're going to do is walk from the little roundabout here in Patong down to an area called Kalim, and Kalim is a lovely little area, so let's go. So just before we leave Patong, I'm going to show you a glimpse of the beach this morning because it is looking absolutely glorious. It's just before 11 AM and we're going to go straight down there heading towards Kalim. And the reason why I picked this road, Soy as they're called over here today, is yesterday on the way to Kamala I drove from Shillong and passed through Patong and came along this road, and I couldn't believe the amount of people that were taking advantage of the small coved areas that are situated along here. Of course there's a lot of hotel accommodation, so a great area if you don't actually want to stay right in the centre of Patong. Just on the edge you got the Novotel just across there, so lots and lots of choices when it comes to hotels. A number of restaurants along here that you will find. Some won't be open yet, like that one. It doesn't open until 3 PM. They are doing Italian food by the looks of it. Pastas, a lot of pasta dishes. And this is one of the first areas that we're going to take a look at as we make our way down this road. Little cove area. It's got a small restaurant as well, so grab some food without really going too far. People bringing deck chairs by the looks of it, which isn't a bad idea. Yeah, they may be for hire, I'm not sure. It looks like the umbrella men are getting everywhere. Instead of parasols and beach there, they got this style bit now. So a nice little coved area. I haven't got an idea how much the chairs are, but they're normally around 200 baht to set for 2 chairs and a brolly, but I don't see any brollies here. But there is some shade. I see somebody drinking a beer already. Is that beer? Oh no, I'm wrong. I thought somebody was drinking a beer there already on the beach. Just bear in mind that law here in Thailand, it's actually illegal to be drinking on the beach. A lot of people don't realise that. I'm not saying don't do it, I'm just saying it is actually illegal to drink alcohol on the beach here. So just bear that in mind. And most of the sellers that will sell on the beach do not have licenses to sell alcohol. So they are breaking the law. Of course everybody does it, I've done it myself. I'm not saying anything, I'm just giving you the info so you know. Because from time to time the officials do clamp down, and if you happen to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, then you are aware of the law already. So, and as I mentioned on yesterday's video, there are a lot of people unfortunately running amok over here, and this affects everybody. As people have commented, the few spoil it for the many. Absolutely gorgeous, great place to drop in right on the edge of Patong Beach. Lovely, plenty of people here this morning, but we're not here looking at beaches all day. We're going to have a walk along the road. As I've said, we're going to make our way back off here now, and to cover the road, because there are a few more spots that I want to show you along this road, not just this cove. There's a few more you may be interested if you're staying in Kalim, of course, and you want to make your way towards Patong. Make our way along here now. Just beautiful. Just look at that. Oh, beautiful. Well, I noticed on the media yesterday, on the news media, that now the Met Office have officially announced the start of summer. Personally, I think it started last month, but there you go. The Thai Met Office have announced we are now officially in summertime. And the weather's certainly here for it. Look at the colour of the sea. Oh, beautiful. Really nice today. I don't know how well it's shown on the video, but it's like an emerald green. Beautiful colour. I'm guessing a little restaurant down there, because I can see the menu there. Let's see whether there's anything on it. Give you an idea of the prices right on the beach. So we got beers starting from 60 up to 120. Of course, the 121s will be large. It is windy again today. As you can see, I'm fighting with the wind. I just want to give you an idea of the prices that you'll be paying. Beachfront restaurant right near to Patong, so not too bad. 100 to 120 baht on that page, going up to 160 on the next page. So less than 200 baht a dish, which I don't think is too bad, especially for Patong. Gives you an idea when it comes to budget and what you should allow for meals. I know there's a lot of people like the cost of living videos, but as I've mentioned before, I don't tend to do them because I don't feel that they're accurate. They're only a very rough guide, because not everybody lives the same as the person in the video, and that's the problem. But I prefer to show prices, and then you know yourself. If you're a big drinker, you know how much you're going to be paying for alcohol. If you're a big eater, you know how much you're going to be paying for food. Utility bills, if you're coming over and staying long term, are going to vary. Everybody's utilities bills are going to be different. That can be for as little as 500 to 700 baht. Good morning, Swadee Krab. They can be as little as 500 to 700 baht a month, or as much as, or even higher than 10,000 baht. It really depends on how you live and what utilities you use and how you use them. Of course, accommodation will vary. You can, of course, get very cheap accommodation, as I've shown in the past, but you can also pay a lot of money as well. So this is one of the reasons why. Let me just concentrate here. Okay, so I was just walking back to the bike and I've bumped into this gentleman. Your name is?
Andrew.
Andrew. My name's Tony. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
Okay, and you're staying in a holiday here.
That's
in,
right.
Phuket.
Yes.
And how are you finding the Kalim Patong area?
Patong's good.
Yeah.
But we're probably wouldn't want to be staying downtown with the family. I've got two boys here.
Right.
So we're kind of got the best of both worlds, where we're staying where the action is, but we're far enough away
when you don't want it,
so we can avoid it as well.
Okay, and you're staying at the Diamond Cliff, are you?
Diamond Cliff.
Would you recommend it?
Absolutely. Great breakfast, beautiful staff, beautiful people.
Excellent.
Yeah.
A lot of people that watch my channel, obviously, they're looking for accommodation over here, so it's always good to get some feedback of actual customers. Times and reviews can be fake, so you would recommend.
Absolutely.
Is it your first time staying there?
First time staying there, but third time to Patong.
Right. Okay. And where else would you recommend to stay?
Well, it's all been redeveloped since I was here last. So.
Yeah, I'll be talking about this on the channel. It's changing so fast here in Phuket, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
So this is your third time?
Third time,
So
yeah.
when was the last time you wasn't here?
I want to say, well, Angus is 10, and that was before Angus is 10. When were you born? 2020, 15? It would have been 2009 we were here last.
Right, okay, so quite a while back.
Quite a while. 16.
16 years?
Yeah, 15 and a half.
Well, yeah, okay, wow. So a lot has changed.
Yeah, a lot has changed.
Is it changed for the better or the worst? Honest opinion.
Oh, jeez. Probably, I'd actually probably say for the worst.
save for the worst. And can I ask you why you'd say that?
There's been an influx of other people here that I think treat the locals disgracefully.
Right, when you say others, I'm guessing you're referring to Russian nationalities, possibly.
I am.
It's all right, we've had this discussion on the channel.
Oh, okay,
so
yeah.
a lot of people are aware of it and a lot of people are complaining. Now, give me your honest opinion. Have you had any interactions with the Russian?
I haven't had interactions, but I've had observations.
Right, and what are your observations?
They're just
Be honest.
totally rude,
Okay.
obnoxious. They don't tip the locals. I mean, these are probably some of the wealthiest people from Russia, and they can't even tip the locals who are making
No, that's a fair comment.
minimum wage.
Yeah, that's a fair
And I just think they're offhand, and yeah, I've actually been blown away by their rudeness, to be frank.
Okay. I'm not here as a tourist, I'm living here, so slightly different perspective, and this is why I'm asking you these questions, to get a tourist's perspective.
Yeah.
And you haven't seen positive from that nationality?
No.
Okay, that's a shame.
And just
that's
the way,
a shame. That's a shame.
just the way they talk to the staff in the hotel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will you be coming back?
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Love beautiful food. Love the food. It's safe to eat the street food. Like for where I'm from, you either go to Bali or Phuket.
Yeah.
Because you get direct flights.
Yeah.
But it's a lot safer here eating the food on the street. You don't get sick.
Yeah.
And it's genuinely beautiful cuisine.
Right, okay. And these are the things you like about it?
That's what I love about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you very much for
No
your
worries,
time.
Tony.
It's been really nice
Lovely
to
to meet you.
And you have a fantastic holiday.
Thank you very much.
How long have you got left?
Oh, we go home tomorrow. We go home.
Oh, right, okay, right at the end of your holiday.
Yeah.
Good for me because I've had some good feedback from you.
Yeah.
But not so good for yourselves. Hopefully,
I've loved it.
you'll be back.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Excellent.
Lovely.
Okay, well, you take
Lovely.
care.
Lovely to meet you.
Likewise.
Take care.
Okay, thank you. Bye. Bye. See ya. I'm on the wrong side of the road, but this is the best side of the road if I want to get to those little coves. I know people have commented, and thank you very much if you're one of those people that are commenting on the channel at the moment. I really appreciate you taking a little bit of time to comment, give me some feedback and thoughts. I do really appreciate it. But sometimes I have to walk on the wrong side with the traffic rather than against it because of just for filming purposes basically. I know it's dangerous, especially over here, because you can't see what's coming up behind you, and really you should be walking on the other side, but it's not always the best. I want to show you this place. I've seen mixed comments on this, so if you've eaten here, drop some comments in that comment section. Let me know what you think. I mean, it's got a fantastic view, but I've read on Google some mixed comments about the food, that it's overpriced and expensive for what it is. But it looks fantastic, I must admit, really nice. Beautiful place to come in the evening and have a meal. Absolutely beautiful. Let's just show you quickly that one menu page. So not going to be the cheapest, but if the service is good and the food is good, then it's, you know, it's always worth spending a little bit extra to make it special. The Diamond Cliff Resort there, very popular. Again, if you've stayed there and you're watching the video, I would appreciate some feedback. And we're coming down to another one of those coves now. So if I was on the other side of the road, I'd have to be crossing backwards and forwards, which is also dangerous. Crossing the road here in Thailand can be unbelievably dangerous. We've got some steps down to this. Oh my God, what's going on? This wasn't here before. They have. It looks like they've got steps, or is it going to the sea salt restaurant? I don't know. Let me just work our way along, because I've never noticed that before. No, it actually goes down onto the beach. Well, there you go. Tide in at the moment. So you can get down onto this beach here, through this walkway, even wheelchair. You could get down. You can't go onto the beach because the access at the very bottom is a bit narrow. But you could get down the ramp, and look at that. Isn't that fantastic? These little coves. But people are discovering them, and of course in high season they do get very busy. Yesterday I came past, I think it was a little bit later because I had to go and pick up Nat. She got a delivery in the morning for a bike, and by the time I'd done that and dropped her off back at the business and then started to make my way over to Kamala, it was a little bit later, and it was quite busy down here, and this is one of the reasons why I come today, because I thought, wow, really nice. It looked fantastic. Lots and lots of people. A little bit quieter this morning, not quite so many as yesterday. Maybe they're all sleeping after a heavy Friday night's drinking. Maybe this afternoon it'll be busy, but this is beautiful. If you want to come and relax and do a little bit of snorkeling, because again you can see the rocks, you've got a rocky area, so if you've got a family and you like to snorkel, you know, the kids and that, this is going to be a great little spot. It's going to be plenty of marine life knocking about, I am sure. So I'm not going to rush to walk to Kalim, but you can see yourself by the length of the video how long a leisurely stroll will take you. Of course, I've got the beauty of doing this twice, because I've got to do it once for the filming and then once to get back to the bike. So with this in mind, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, you can see the things I do for the channel. If you haven't already, then please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. Now yesterday, after I got home from filming in Kamala, yesterday evening, I saw Ying's Cafe, which I've shown on the channel before, which is not a bad little cafe to visit for breakfast and a spot of lunch. They were on social media complaining about foreigners coming into the restaurant that day that I'd filmed. Somewhat, I think they were Russians, I'm not sure. Ying seems to think they were Russians, but maybe from their accent, the language. They ordered breakfast, came to just under 500 baht, and they refused to pay and left. Now, as I've said, this is not a good thing, all these people coming over here breaking the laws. I mean, technically it's stealing. If I'd have been in Ying's position, I'd have reported it to the police. He's trying to find the hotel that the people are staying in so that she can go and find out why they haven't paid and whether they're willing to pay it before she reports it to the police. Personally, I'd have just gone to the police straight away. But the problem that it's going to cause, if people are doing this all the time, as I've said, foreigners are coming over here at the moment and causing a lot of problems. You're going to get restaurants that will want people to pay before the meal, not after. This is what's going to end up happening. Look at this place. Whoa! Look at the view here. Wow. Nice place. Again, I've not eaten here. I'm going to try and start to get out to a lot of these different restaurants. You're going to see me in a lot of different restaurants in the coming months. I'm going to be checking them out, but let me know in the comments if you've eaten here, because it's got a fantastic view. Indian restaurant. I do like a good curry, I must admit. I know it seems a bit odd coming to Thailand and eating Indian, but as I've said, when you live here and you eat Thai food a lot, which I do, sometimes it's nice to have a change. So I do enjoy a good Indian curry. But one thing I find with Indians food is it's either very good or very bad. There's no sort of mediocre. That's personally what I find. Some restaurants that I've gone in, the worst Indian curry I have ever had was at London Heathrow at a restaurant there. It was terrible. It was really bad. And it was Nat's first time to the UK. I'd gone to the airport to meet her, and we were staying overnight at one of the hotels in the airport, and we went out and had an Indian curry just for something different. She couldn't make up her mind what she wanted, so we decided to have an Indian curry, and it was the worst curry I'd ever had. And Nat's first Indian curry really put her off Indian food, to be fair. It took me a long time to get her to have Indian, but we have found a nice little Indian restaurant in Shillong. I'm trying to remember the name of it. I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head. I will put it on the video, and they do an absolutely cracking Indian. Absolutely, really nice, and even Nat's admitted, when you get a good one, they are good. Quite a few people sitting over there under the shade, I can see. Cans of beer out already. I don't blame them, to be fair, it's really hot. I don't blame people for drinking on the beach. I've done it plenty of times myself, but the law does state it's actually illegal, so it's always worth knowing the law, because sometimes the authorities will have a crackdown and they'll come onto the beach during the daytime and you can get fined. and people are like, well, everybody's doing it, but it's still illegal. So it's always good to know the laws. But nice little area, Kalim. This is now Kalim, and this area just in front, this road which we're going to walk down at night time, is full of food vendors. Again, I'm going to be coming down here and we're going to be trying some of the food. I was out last night actually doing some filming for food with Nat, and I'm going to try and put that together as a short. Just for now, I will be doing long form content because, as some of you will have seen on my channel, I've run a poll asking what people would prefer, shorts or long form content when it comes to food, and I can see overwhelmingly people want long form. So okay, no problem, that's what you will get if that's what you want, but I will mix in a few shorts as well, because there are some people that want to see shorts, and sometimes the place or the item that you're covering doesn't justify a long video. You know, a couple of minutes is maybe more than enough to cover it. Swaddy Cap, good morning. You lifeguard? Yeah. Yes, lifeguard. Okay, good. So they have a lifeguard down here at Kalim. Every day?
Every day.
Every day working, yes. Is it busy down here? Busy? Yeah? Today a little bit. Yesterday, very busy. Yeah. I come past yesterday, very busy.
Many people.
Yeah, many people. Yeah.
But now good water.
Yeah, beautiful.
Beautiful.
The water looking fantastic. I was surprised actually. That's good. Lifeguard on the beach. Because of course you're off the main Patong beach, which you can see over there in the distance. So it's nice to have somebody here just in case you get difficulty. Sometimes it's not necessarily always your fault. You know, you could get cramp or something that impairs you to get back to the land. So it's nice to have some security there just in case. So at night time, this road here, as you can see the bend here, from this bend really all the way along, you will see a lot of food vendors. In the coming weeks I will be here covering it, so you'll get an idea of what they sell. But the fair's everything from seafood to fried chicken, that type of stuff. It's a variety of food that they sell here, but it's a great little place to come down in the evening, grab a couple of bites of food and then sit, relax and look at the view. It's fantastic. So as I mentioned, I'm not going to walk all the way along this road because it is very long. There's another section a little bit further down, a few shops, more hotels, accommodation. You can see in the distance that there is plenty of accommodation over here in Kalim, and there's a few viewpoints as well. I think one of them has either closed down or it's reopened. I'm going to check it out and see whether it's reopened, because it was a really nice viewpoint here in Kalim. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and if you have, then please do give it the old thumbs up. Trying to push the channel forward, as I say, so consider subscribing if you haven't already. And I guess that's it for today, so I will see you soon if you subscribe.